Okay, so for today's workout, we're gonna focus on everything being extremely slow. So both eccentric and your concentric movements are both gonna be dramatic and long. We are going to do about 8 movements. Each movement is going to be done for 1 minute, but each minute is going to be broken up into 30-minute pieces. So you're gonna do 30 seconds of your movement, you're gonna do a 5-minute pause, then you're going to start over with the movement for 30 more seconds. And then we move into 30 seconds of a core portion. Now the first 4 core movements are going to be split in half, 15 and 15. So the way that I'm going to demonstrate the workout is exactly how you are going to perform the workout. So if you wanted to keep me so you can hit pause as we do it, that's an easy way to do it. You need 1 dumbbell. I suggest going pretty heavy with it. So if you have maybe 125 and then 120, if you need to drop in size, or if it's 10 and 8, whatever it is. We are going to start with a slow bent over row with our right side. To get into this position, you are going to put your right leg back. You're going to hinge at your hips so that your spine is nice and long, so we're not arching here. Your spine is long, and we're gonna lead through the crown of our head, slight bend in our knees. I like to place my hand on my lower back so that I know that I'm not using my back, that I'm letting my core do the work. And this is basically for all of the movements that involve this position. Take these notes with you. All right, so we're here, my right leg is back, and what we're doing is our wrists are going to be facing inwards for the bent over row portions. And I want that arm to slightly pull away from your fabric of your shirt. And what you're going to do is you're going to pull up slow, as high as you can. And you're going to pause here at the top, and then you're going to lower. So you're pushing that weight down and away from you. So for 30 seconds, you are moving at a snail's pace, squeezing that weight, pinching back, and once you get to that position, you push it slowly away from you, not just letting the weight come down and hang, okay? So you do that for 30 seconds. Take your 5-second pause, pick it back up for 30 seconds. The core movement, imprints and crunch hold. You're gonna come down to the floor, and your knees are gonna be bent, you're gonna lean back, and we're gonna do imprints, also known as a pelvic tilt. So you're here, and you're gonna press that spine into the floor, and then release it. Press it into the floor, and then release it. This is for 15 seconds. And then once you come up on that 15-second, you're gonna hold it here in that crunch position where you're imprinting. I'm pressing my stomach down to the floor, I'm holding it up. You see my shoulder blades are not touching, okay? Then we move into the next movement for the upper body portion. 30 seconds of work, 5 seconds rest, 30 seconds of work again. We have a wide leg and wide arm push-up. What I want you to do is take up a kneeling stance and then kick your feet out wider than your hips. Your hands are going to come down the same width as your feet. So walk them out, shift back a little bit. Once you're in this position, see my feet are back here, you come up, wide arm, down and up. 30 seconds, take a 5-second pause, roll out your wrist, and then right back down, right? Feet are out wide and your hands match it. Then moving on to core. We have a right side oblique crunch with a heel tap. So coming onto our right side here, we're going to lean and our arms are going to be up. And we are going to lift and we're just going to squeeze. Squeezing here and coming up. Squeeze, okay? Just a tiny little pinch. Movement, you don't need to fold in half, you don't need to be drastic. It's that little tiny bit. Crunching up that side, imagine that you place a peanut on your hip and that you're trying to crack that peanut. And then from that position, you roll right over onto your back, and the side that you were crunching to, so we were actually crunching on our left side from our right, you're going to be in that crunch position that we were for the first time, but now I want you to lean and you're going to tap the heel of the side that you were just crunching on. You can hear me hitting my shoe. My shoulder blades are not dragging across the floor. I'm in that up position, and that's for the second half. Next movement, we have the slow bent over row. but now it's in our left hand. So the same rules apply, right? That leg is back, hips are tilted, slight bend. You're here, your core is nice and tight. Hand on my back so I know I'm using it correctly. Slow up and down. See how I'm pushing it away from my body and up and down. Okay, 30 seconds, take your pause, 30 seconds. Then we're gonna do the other side with the oblique crunch. All right, so same thing we just did, now we're doing it on the other side. We're here, tiny crunch up, and all I want you to do is just pinch right here, and you will know, you will feel it. And then you'll roll over onto your back, and you are off of those shoulder blades, tapping that side that you just crunched to, all right, for those 15 seconds. Next movement, you see the trend here, we're doing dumbbells to some type of like push-up chest variation. So we're gonna do Superman arches. And what that looks like is you're gonna come down into a regular push-up position. You drop to the floor, you're going to bring your hands behind your head, and you're going to come up, come back down, push up, back down, hands behind your head, up, okay? Doing that movement for 30 seconds. Come up, take your 5-second pause, and then pick it back up for 30 more seconds. Now the next movement for your core is a right side plank. We'll do this correctly now, my right side. I come down on my elbow, my feet are here, and we're gonna hold a right side plank for 15 seconds. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna pull that bottom knee in for the final 15. Make sure you keep your hips lifted towards the ceiling and try not to let them hang too far to the floor. Then we have slow, wide elbow row. This is the second movement that you're going to be doing with your dumbbell and the final movement. So we have right side and we have left side. Like I said at the beginning, same rules apply. The leg that you're working is going to kind of go back. You're hinging at those hips. My hand is here in my spine, but this time my hand is like this, okay? So you can see the first movement was like this. Now I'm here, and I'm pulling out with my elbow and pushing away. Now I'm not lifting my back up. I'm not getting crazy with my movements. I'm here, I'm strict, I'm coming out. Here, and down. Slow. Okay? So 30 seconds, 5-second rest. You come down onto your left side. So you have that plank again. You come, get that elbow down. Shift a little more over here. And then we come up, 15 seconds regular, and then you pull that knee in. All right? Next movement, kneeling dive bombers. On the floor, your fingertips are in this direction. You're on your knees, and what you're doing is relaxing your head, and you're just coming down and up slow. So yeah, of course, you can fly through these, but I want you to slow it down and focus on using your shoulders and your triceps. After your kneeling dive bombers, we have an elbow plank. So you're just gonna stay down, come up onto your elbows. You wanna make sure that your butt isn't here and it's not here, but it's here, and you're pulling that pelvis in, right? So you're not arching your back, you're tugging in that pelvis, and you're gonna hold it here for 30 seconds. So we are no longer splitting our core movements. The rest of them are 30 seconds. Then we have the slow ride elbow row in our left hand, okay? So same thing as last time. You're coming out and down, slow. Making sure that spine is nice and long. I'm using my muscles, I'm using my core. My legs are strong and stable. I'm not leaning, I'm not arching. 30 seconds, 5-second break, 30 seconds again. Then you're gonna drop down to the floor and incorporating the first two movements, the imprints and the crunch, we're gonna do a flutter kick. So we're gonna stay up. I want you to just kind of like put your hands on your belly so you can feel your abs, point your toes, and you're gonna flutter. Notice that my shoulder blades are not touching the floor and I'm imprinting that spine down. And I'm fluttering for 30 seconds. In your final section, you have kneeling quick diamond push-ups and a slow V-up. So the quick diamond push-ups, you are going to come down, your hands are going to be a diamond, down to the floor. I want you to rest your chest right on your fingers, almost like your rib cage is forming the same shape as your fingertips. And you're gonna relax your toes. So they're not up here, they're nice and relaxed, and you're pushing up and away. Quick, only movement in today that is fast, all right? Burn those triceps out. You're going to feel it. And then the final movement, my personal favorite, we have V-ups in slow motion. So I suggest you give yourself a 4 count. And what you do is you are laid out in this position. Take a nice deep breath and you're gonna come up for 4. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay? Nice and slow. So everything that you're doing in the weight strength part, 30 seconds, 5-second break, 30 seconds. Your core part, 30 seconds. The first 5 are split, 15 and 15. Enjoy.